your headlights or taillights.
Alrighty, so I'm literally just watching some CK wraps just to get some motivation, but today I'm going to be tinting the taillights. So in the last video, I think it was the last video, you saw me tinting the fog lights. Those are super easy, they're tiny. You literally just stretch it around and it just works perfectly. Taillights, a little bit more daunting, even though on a VE tail light, there's literally like one angle. There's no contours, no crevasses, no deep anything. It's literally just a smooth edge. I did try once before, was a little bit difficult, but this product should be really good to do it with. So let's get in the garage and let's start prepping the surface and taping the edges. All right, let's get out there. Before I start, I might just show you what I'm using. Again, this is Vvivid Headlight Tint. Some of the best that you can get with a hexagonal pattern on it. I reckon it looks dope. They do have one without the pattern, but I reckon this looks wicked. I do have the dark. This is light smoke. I have dark smoke, and it was like black. So I did one light, and then I was like, nah, too dark, can't see anything. I don't like it. So I did some of this, got it a bit bigger, got it in like 1 meter length, because I might do the headlights too. We'll see how we go. Alrighty, so yeah, now we'll go out to the garage. Alright, so obviously what you'll need is your wrap, a knife. These are, I don't even remember what kind of knives you'd call them. They're really good, perfect, just like really sharp, great for doing this. Squeegee, painter's tape, and a heat gun. I've just cleaned the surface. I've cleaned around the edge so paint will stick. I mean, not paint, painter's tape. All right, I'm gonna tape it up. All right, so I didn't want to bore you with the actual taping up of it, but I've now taped up around the edge. If you're wondering what the tape is for, it's a necessity when you're wrapping anything more or less, even when you're doing panels. The adjacent panel or next to whatever you're wrapping, the wrap is obviously going to want to stick to it. And that's super annoying, not what you want, because on this edge here, if it's kind of not adhering or playing the game, you need it to play the game. So on this material, the wrap will slip, which makes it so much easier getting into the corners when you have to cut it and trim it. So yeah, it's a necessity to tape the edges if you're wondering why. Now, the best thing about this wrap is it's not a liquid. Like, you don't need to use any kind of sprays or water or anything to squeegee out underneath it. It is exactly like vinyl that is on the rest of my car. It's literally just transparent. It's not 100% transparent because, like all these wraps, it has channels in it to release air, which makes it a lot easier to apply also. But this means that we can heat, this means that we can contour, this means that we can do more or less whatever we want kind of thing with it. And it's just so much easier to use than normal tints kind of thing. All right, so I'm gonna do this one. Alrighty, so there's the finished product of the first one. I like that even though it is very dark in here, you can still just see through it. Because the main thing I don't like about these lights is this ugly chrome bit on the inside. So I feel like just a little bit of tint, just enough to hide it. The camera also even makes it look a tiny bit darker than it actually is. But for comparison, we got that compared to that. So that to that. Alrighty, perfect. I'm going to do the other side now. Alright, so I got the second one taped up. I would, oh, maybe I still can. I was gonna say I'll pop this up and film me actually putting it on. Okay, for some reason I did prop it up to start filming it all and everything, but it didn't record for some reason. As soon as I put it up, it stopped recording. But yeah, so the premises of what you want to do is you always want to start on the flattest part of the light. Build some surface area. You want to lock it down so that it's not going to go anywhere. And then you want to stretch going around this way. You don't want to go up and down. If you're getting crease lines that are going along with the light, that's what you want. Because as soon as you preheat as soon as you post-heat it, the vinyl's going to want to crawl into the gaps around the light, and it's going to do half the work for you. Whereas I think I have a little stuff up. Yeah, just here, these little lines, that's because the creasing was going the opposite way. There was tension going the opposite way than what I wanted. So when you heat it, it shrunk like that instead of the way I wanted. But that's the only spot. Everywhere else on both sides actually shrunk exactly how I wanted to. This one actually turned out really well. I'm super happy with that one. And yeah, it looks awesome. I'm still up in the air whether or not I'm going to do the headlights right now, because that's kind of asking for a defect. But then at the same time, I kind of just want to do it. Maybe I'll just leave it for now. I'm also going to tint the side indicators too. But yeah, at least I can say successfully the rear tail lights are tinted and it looks good. So I just had a bit of an idea with the super dark tint. Well, not super dark, but it's just dark tint. Decided to do the side markers. I wanted to do them anyways, just black them out. How wicked does that look? Plus, you can still see them. Love that. Perfect. Now, do I do those? I don't want to waste it. I've only got enough to do them once. Maybe I'll do them just before I'm supposed to go to scrutineering. And if they don't like it, I can just rip it off. Easy done. But yeah, I love that. Man, I'm actually over the moon about those. Those look so good. And I'll just do a bit of tire shine in there so that glosses out. But for reference, before, after. You can still see the light through it, so I'm happy. So I've retreated to going back inside because it is damn hot outside. I'm pretty sure it's like just at 40 degrees. Not only is it super hard to work in that heat, but it's impossible to work with the vinyl because it's more or less like you're adding heat with a heat gun, but it stays like that. So it's really easy to overstretch. It's really easy to ruin it. And you don't want to overstretch it, because if you overstretch, not only are you going to lose color, lose clarity, and lose form, but there's a huge stress point there, and that'll probably be the first point that fails if the vinyl ever lifts or until fails itself. But either way, there's enough filming there done anyways, so I'm going to cut it there for today. I know I've been super patchy with the vlogs this last week. I am kind of disappointed in myself, but I've had a lot of stuff on, especially with like Christmas stuff. Like we've been doing we got like big family on Indy's side and my side. So we've already had so many different like pre-Christmas dinners and stuff, and there's still more to go before Christmas even happens. But yeah, that's about it for tonight. Tonight, you know what I mean? I'm gonna end it there and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
You bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat. I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay, I'm back.